Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of SeaWorld Splash podcast. I'm your host Rose, and I do apologize of taking leave because I have been a little ill, among other things. I want to thank you guys for joining us, and I wanted to bring into light something that was very important that was mentioned in the previous podcast that personally should not have been mentioned. Unfortunately, there are two members in our team that don't quite see eye to eye, which does happen from time to time. Not everybody's perfect, not everybody gets along, but it happens, of course. But unfortunately, even though they don't see eye to eye, and they did keep it professional, the said situation, was brought into the podcast. Now, as a member of this team, I do not agree in airing personal situations on the podcast, even if it is to bring a message to you guys. Our podcast is created to share personal level things on a personal level to a point, but also to share news and information of our beautiful cetacean world. But unfortunately, like I said, things were said that should not have been said, and I want to let you guys know that at this moment we are not at war or against any pages or former members or members in general. We wanted to bring a message of anti-bullying because we do not, especially us, we do not agree with people personal attacks, personal messages, direct messages on social media, emails, mail, even up close to one another. We don't agree to any of that. And yes, as a community, we do have those attacks from time to time. People do attack us because we are pro SeaWorld or pro situation, pro cetacean, pro animal ambassador, I guess. And it does happen, and there are many in the anti-SeaWorld community that do not agree with our voices, our thoughts, and our messages, which does happen. Well, the situation is basically this. When you don't agree with somebody, there's no reason to call each other names, no reason to insult each other. There are no reasons to bring up messages or other, but agree to disagree. Just because one person does not have a hold of the situation, neither does the other. Both have different experiences, both have different reasons for supporting what they support, and the best thing to do is not to resort to insults, name calling, or other, but to agree to disagree and leave it alone. Now, I have seen this a lot when it came to the Blackfish situation, and along with it was the Blackfish situation, The Cove, and other movies that have came out promoting people against a controlled environment or people against SeaWorld. And to bring that into light, it's just, I felt that the previous podcast, a lot shouldn't have been said, and I have spoken to the members about this. I have spoken to the main person running, which is Joseph at the moment. At the moment, he's kind of busy, but I mean, I spoke to Joseph about the situation, and we are going to talk about it. But please understand that this will not happen again. Whatever situations that happen on a personal level outside of the podcast will no longer be brought up to the podcast, because we respect you guys, and we love you guys, and we can't thank you guys so much for your amazing support. And I want to thank you personally for dealing with everything that's been going on. In my case, I will be returning in a few weeks once I have my surgery. My voice might sound a little different by then because I'm having a very special surgery to help my throat. To explain that, it's just, I will explain that in the next podcast, but in a up and coming podcast. So you guys take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, depending on when you listen. And if you have any questions or comments or otherwise, or anything, suggestions as well, please feel free to email us, message us on Facebook, or even on our Weebly page as well. And till then, you guys have a great evening, day, or whatever. And I will see you on the next podcast. Take care now. Bye-bye.